Hello, everybody, and welcome. How are we doing tonight? Sarah, how are you doing?
I'm better now that we chit-chatted for a bit. I'm good. Yes, how are you?
Awesome. I'm doing great. My cat is like all over the place. There he goes. But through like the whole when we were talking, I don't even know if you could hear him, but he was meowing and just staring at me. And I'm like, no, stop. No. But he walked away now. But yeah, so I've been great. I did a little bit of other stuff today that was personal. So I'm hoping to get some writing done in a minute, I guess, before we jump into like the first sprint. We could talk about like what we're going to work on. But how is everybody else doing? And let us know what you're working on as well. I say that Lizzie's been here since 7, which is insane. Right now I'm in the last chapter. The two families are at church. Ooh, on an Easter egg hunt. Cool. Awesome. Where the story ends before. Okay. So we're getting there. With a food baby. There we go. And Lizzie is finally done with the last chapter. Awesome.
Yay.
And hello. Welcome. You're trying to get 50K. Awesome. You are so close. Yay. Yes. Absolutely. That's awesome. Hello, my friend. How are you? Ready to get 50K. Excuse me. Oh, God. Well, if I can't even say 50K, maybe I'm not ready for it.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I know. I always enjoy when Lizzie shares a little bit with everybody. It's fun. And CB is here. Hello, aiming for 10K. Oh, you totally got this. I don't know. I haven't made to the comment, but how close are you to your 10,000 words? Let us know. There you go. Love it. There you go. After the fire. Cool. Let me see if Lizzie, I think that was for Lizzie. It's almost 2 a.m. Oh, okay, here we go. So you have 8,048 words. Oh my goodness, you're so close.
You've got this.
Absolutely. I love it. Short letter and you'll be done. Awesome. And Aubrey's here. Hello again. And Drea is here. Hello. And you're ready to write. Yay. So are we. And Tessie's here. Hello, Tessie. Grace, hello. Yay. And Lizzie finished her book. That is awesome. Yay. And Bria's here. Hello, my sweet friend. Gio is here. Hello. Good.
Yeah, something just made a loud noise.
I heard it, and you looked up, and I was like, "Oh no!"
I don't know what that was.
Oh no! They're coming for you, Sarah.
I locked the door, so although I've got like windows everywhere, so if they wanted me, I'm gone.
Oh no, they can't have you. Yeah. So, what is everybody working on? Looks like the team, I don't want to win for the World Series. Okay. Trying to work on the magic system. Awesome. Grace is working on new adult Christmas romance. Oh,
yay.
That sounds so nice.
I'm so glad you're doing that, Grace. Yay.
I love that. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the updates. I love when people update us, like what they're working on and little snippets. I love it.
Yes.
Tessie still chipping away at my Twisted Fairy Tale series. Awesome. Yes, I think that sounds awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh, I read a book last night. Yeah, I read it all in one day. What was it called? I got it in a book box, actually. I ordered a book box for the first time. I actually ordered 2 on the same day, but it's fine.
No judgment.
It's called Of Beast and Beauty, I think.
Ooh.
And it was really interesting. I've been in such a reading slump that I thought a book box would be kind of fun. And so I tried it, and they're so fun. They're a little pricey, but they're fun.
Yeah, I've never done one, but I've so wanted to just to get one, But
Yeah.
my little bookshelf over there cannot handle any more books. So I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. I just bought another book to put on my shelf because I had an Amazon gift card, but that was my excuse. But
It's gonna collapse.
yes, it is. It's so full. It's crazy. Like, and I'm like, I don't want to stack books on top because like that would bother me.
Yeah, it would bother me too.
So I'm gonna have to either get a second one or not buy any more books.
I say let's get a second one.
That's what
not buy any more books. Oh no, yeah, second one for sure.
Yes, because how can you not buy more books?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just like not a thing.
It shouldn't be.
No. Aubrey working on a collection of short stories. Awesome. And hoping to get 10K. Oh, so 2 people going for 10Ks tonight.
Ooh.
Awesome. Well, Aubrey, how close are you to your 10K? Making a video about character names. Ooh, how cool. Outlining for Drea for 5 and 6 of her Nano project. Awesome. Alice is here. Hello, Alice. Petra's here. Hello, hello. Jackie, how are you? One is different. Watching a lot of Christmas.
I saw one last night. I watched a Christmas it wasn't Hallmark, but I think it's got like the Hallmark-esque kind of vibe to it. I don't even know what it's called because all the titles went together, but it was so bad.
Oh,
It was on Netflix. A lot of them can be cringy, but they're usually like the good kind of like feel-good cringy. This one is so bad.
Really? Oh no! Don't tell me. I'll watch and figure it out, and then
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sarah can't stay tonight. No worries. Well, just happy to have you here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Ooh, you are new to my streams. What would you like me to call you? Because I'm not sure I can pronounce that. Mimi? Can I call you Mimi? Well, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Yes, you got this, Alice. We understand. We were kind of talking about not necessarily writing slumps, but we were just talking about reading slumps. So I do get that. And I'm such a slow reader. It takes me forever to finish a book. And then it's like I finish the book and I'm like, I want to start reading other books, but like that like took so long.
Yeah. For me, I always have like a struggle of finding something that I really love. And if I don't love a book, I don't want to keep reading anything else. Like I'm just like, okay, I'm done with reading for a little bit. And and I feel like I just read a different book that was good, but I wasn't like, ooh, okay. I just want to keep reading something like that,
Yeah.
And I think this last book kind of got me into wanting to read a little bit more, but I don't know. Like I said, reading slump. It's not fun.
Yeah, I know. And I'm kind of the same way. If I end up reading something that I don't necessarily care for, it's like hard to finish that book. But then it's like, what do I move on to? Because then I'm like, the next book has to be really, really good.
Right, exactly. It's gotta make up for that last book.
Yes. Yes. And CB is still working on their pepperoni fan fiction. Awesome. Still aiming for 10K tonight. Awesome.
Fun.
Yay, well, glad to have you back. No worries. We are about to start in a minute. Maybe 30 seconds.
7 minutes.
You like how specific that was? I love it. Let's see. Thank you so much. My grandfather actually made that bookshelf for me.
Oh.
Yes. And actually he made that bookshelf and he made the bookshelf up there. That one.
Ooh.
He made both of them. He does woodworking, so he made me those. I asked. That one was a holiday present. I think like 2 or 3 years ago. And then that one, I just asked him to because I had a lot of books. Like, oh, yes, okay. And then he came over and was like, here you
go. That's so sweet.
Yes, so he makes a bunch of stuff. One day I'll have to like film everything he makes because he made like a little chair, like a Viking chair. But he made like a whole bunch of like outdoor seating stuff too. So
wow.
Yeah, he doesn't like do it for like money. He just likes doing it. So he makes us all this.
That's so cute. That is so cute.
It's adorable. Because then like whenever he makes something new for my mom, because she loves like homemade stuff, he'll be like, all right, where you want it? Coming in with like this giant thing. And it's like we love it. And we're like, we're running out of space to put this stuff.
That's so sweet.
I love it. I love it so much. But thank you, Charlotte, for acknowledging that. I will let him know. During the rehearsal for the show. Oh, no. But CB has 14:45 to go. You got this.
For sure.
And Jazz working on some assignments tonight. Awesome. But hopefully you will get to writing. Yes. And we will get to writing very shortly.
Oh my gosh, book boxes, I think is, oh my gosh. Well, the thing is, I'm like, okay, $40 sounds like a lot of money because it is a lot of money a month. But then I'm like, I got a book, I got a candle, I got like a tumbler cup thing. I'm like, this is so fun to just open a present every single month. What am I gonna do?
I love that. I've never done one. I might have to do one.
I have a friend doing one soon. It's called the Indie Bookworm Box, I think.
Ooh.
She's launching it soon, and I think it's launched for pre-order. But it looks so cool, so I ordered one of hers too. So I have 2 subscriptions already.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Aubrey, at 8,087. So close. What you're doing tonight, a bit of reading and writing and catching up. Yes, absolutely. Yes, and I agree. Good luck with your 10Ks. Nikki V is here. Hello. It must not have been Hallmark.
I mean,
you're not wrong. I've got work done in the apartment on Thursday. Decided to be proactive. Sweet. Cool.
Yeah.
Mimi is fine. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're here. I'm so happy to see you and to meet you. Well, let us know what you're working on. Yay. That makes me so happy. I'm the opposite.
Oh, I can see how that would work. Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Awesome. Awesome. Yay. So I hate to stop us here. But let's go ahead and do our quick 15-minuter. And then I was going to have us explain and talk about what we're going to do before we jump into our first 15-minute sprints. But I feel like we should go ahead and do this because I know we're going to cut off about at the 2-hour mark. So we'll be like rapid firing through.
I'm sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
My boss asked me to come in to work tomorrow, and I'm like, no, I don't want to because I know I'm going to be up late streaming. I'm like, and I'm not canceling this stream. I need it.
No, you're totally fine. But I want us to get the words. So happy writing. I hope you all get everything and good luck. So, before I ask how we all did, what are you working on, Sarah? Oh, wait, you're still muted. Wait. I got you.
Sorry. It's fine. I feel like I haven't done this in forever. I literally did one Thursday. Anyway, I'm working on a little project that I haven't quite shared just yet. It's not, I mean, I have shared it. I just haven't said explicitly what it is. It's coming soon. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
So I'm still working on outlining my trilogy, which I'm on book 2 for the outline. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more blocks to go before I'm done outlining the entire thing.
Oh my gosh.
And then I can move on to book 3, and then Nano starts.
Are you doing something for Nano? You are, right?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to write all of book 1.
Ooh.
Yes. So,
oh my goodness.
I felt like it was, at the time, it felt like a wonderful idea to outline the entire trilogy for Preptober. So then, like, when I kind of start to, like, return back to the project after I finish book 1 in Nano, I have, like, the whole trilogy done, or at least a skeleton of what I want it to be. So then I don't have to write a book and then write the outline for the second one. Like, I already know it all. So.
Right. Yeah.
That was my,
for sure.
That was my thought process. I feel like it's going pretty well. And so I'm doing that. I always say this wrong because it takes me forever to say it because it's so many words. But it's that 3-act, 9-block, 27 chapter structure is what I'm using.
Oh.
It's really cool. And I can't pronounce her name, but it's like Catatastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's how she like outlines her books, I guess. But Madeline Monaghan introduced it to me, so I figured I would try it, and I love it. It's awesome. But there's like a video that she has of like explaining everything. I always have to go back and watch the video, but that's what I did. That's
that's so exciting. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think it's exciting, but it's interesting. It's like every week I've like outlined a book.
Yeah. So, oh my goodness. See, I'm not a big outliner, so like the idea of watching, I feel like the idea of outlining is so fun because you're kind of just building the book before you actually build the book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's so cool.
And it's so bare bones. Like I haven't done like a character outline. I don't even know kind of like how like the magic system is going to work.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's a draft 0. So for this one, I just wanted it to be super basic. And then once I went in to like actually write the story, I just wanted the characters to like tell me the story. Mm-hmm. So I felt like that would be kind of fun. So I'm like, I guess maybe planting it where I have the outline, but it's not like super detailed.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I know every time everyone asks you like, oh, so what do? You just more of like pants it.
Yeah, I really do. I mean, it's clear in my head, but whenever I try to translate it down onto paper, I'm like, okay, I just want to get started. I'm just going to get started. And I don't get very far in the outlining process. So, I mean, I'm pantsing it, but I'm not like writing it as I go. You know what I mean? I still have a clear idea of what I'm doing, where I want to go. I just don't write it down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, see, I always feel like pantsing is more like you're making it up as you go, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
No, I feel that same way because it's like then you have like a few ideas in your mind where you're wanting to get to them and you're like getting from point A to C is I can't figure out where B is, but I know I have A and I know I have C and I'm like, oh, what's happening in the middle?
Right. And I feel like too with when I'm writing, I don't really need to outline so much because it's not hard for me to forget. Like if I were writing like fantasy or something, fantasy is a genre where you have to have your magic system down. You know what I mean? You have to have your plot beats clear in your head. And I feel like if I was doing that genre, then I would have to like I would outline. But I feel like with contemporary in my head, like I've watched so many movies and read so many books, and I'm like, I know what this beat is and this one. So
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And like with the one I'm doing, it's definitely fantasy. But I mean, I'm not gonna like, just pants it all and then, edit it once or twice and be like, all right, it's good for the world to see. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are some people out there that can do that, and I'm sure they write.
Can do it well, and I'm jealous.
Right? Yeah, Autumn can't do that.
Me neither.
And even if I could, I don't think I would want to.
No, yeah, I feel like when like there's a lot of editing, and when people get to look over your stuff, like beta readers and stuff, there's confidence that comes from that.
Yeah.
Like you feel a little bit more like, okay, this isn't complete garbage. Because if I didn't have anybody looking over, I'd be a wreck.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And like, I'm the type of person where like, I'm not just gonna, hand you a draft to zero and say, have fun figuring out what I mean.
Oh my God.
Oh. So I'm almost done with Project Brina, but I wanted to put that aside just so I could work on like this new nano project.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're both going to be draft zeros, but I'm like, no one's ever going to read any of that because I already know that Project Brina is going to have to go through the ringer like 6 times before I'll let anybody read any tidbit of it.
I totally get that.
And I feel like that's a writer's thing. And I'm like a big perfectionist. I feel like you're the same. Like,
yes.
Like we overdo it with the perfectionist thing. And I've got a few writer friends where I'm like, oh, and it's more about my videos where I'm like, I don't want to post this video because like it's not perfect. And they're like, just throw it up there anyways. And so I'm like, I wish I could be like that.
I write. For my vlogs, I've been trying to talk about, what was the last vlog I talked about how I felt with my break because I took a break from writing.
Yes. And how's that going? I know you just posted a video and I haven't watched that, but I knew you were taking a break.
It was okay. I feel like I got out of the routine of writing. Like I feel like now I'm just like, oh, I'm kind of used to just sitting around and doing nothing, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think I took too long of one. And I will say that I took a break and it literally has been every single day something terrible has happened. So like I think I've had 3 days where I just like melted down and like was crying because like I've just been so overwhelmed and anxious and stuff. I think just my anxiety has gone through the roof since I wasn't writing. So I wouldn't do it so long again.
Yeah.
But I feel like I did need to have some kind of a break because just to get my footing back in real life, because I've just been so in my bubble out here in my shed on my computer every single day that I've kind of lost the hanging out with friends and going someplace with my parents. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I've just been like a little hermit crab in its little shell.
Yeah.
And having a break kind of showed me that,
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you've done a lot, like it's almost been a year, like for everything. So, I mean, I feel like from me peeking through on the outside, looking in on Sarah Sutton's life from over here, I feel like a 2-week break or even 3 weeks, but don't you do you. But I feel like the 2 weeks were definitely needed for you. I know like
after this past month.
Right. And I always feel like it's important and to heal. And even if we don't ever know that we need it, I feel like mental health is the biggest thing.
Right.
And you never really realize, like, when you're a go-getter, like, I'm that same way. I'm such a workaholic. I never know when to stop until someone physically grabs me and they're like, you need to stop. It's okay. everything's going to be okay. So this is me grabbing your shoulders, Sarah, saying, you know, it's okay. And it's okay to take a break. And I'm so happy that you took a break because it's definitely needed
for sure
every so often. But I mean, I support it.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. But I will say I have absolutely no idea where we are in the comments.
I have on my private chat tab because I haven't even looked yet. Oops.
I know. But I do know that a couple of people had popped in. I'm gonna try to scroll. Oh my, I have missed a whole lot. Oh my, oh goodness.
Oh, I forgot to say I got 487 words.
Oh, yay! Oh, we didn't even talk about that because we got to see. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me on track.
It's so easy to just keep talking. We were talking back like a few seconds ago. I'm like, oh, we are on a live stream right now because I had the private chat and so I couldn't see the comments. I forgot.
And we're out in wherever we're coming back. We're coming back. Sorry, guys.
We're so glad you're here.
Right? We haven't had a chance to talk in a while.
No, we have not.
We were getting pretty deep there, but we're reining it in.
Yes.
But I'm trying to find where we were, but I'm really not 100% sure where I was. So if you have come in and I do not greet you, I totally 110% apologize that I'm going to miss your comment because I have absolutely no idea where we were. But I do remember asking Mimi what they were working on. Okay. And they're alternating between writing and the 10th chapter. And it was Amara's book box. Okay. Amara. I remember this now.
I couldn't remember if it was live or not, but it is now. So yay.
Awesome. So everyone check that out if you want to see the indie book box.
Sure.
And Zara popping in. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Ashley cartwheels in.
So cute.
Probably going to miss some people, and I apologize. But London is here. Hello. How are you? Let me see. Oh, I see that Sprinkle is here. Hello. How are you? I'm so happy you're here. Okay, so the last time I streamed with Madeline, Monaghan, and Helene Foy, we've decided that Sprinkle could potentially be our FBI agent.
Really?
Yes. And I mean, it's like, because there's no icon. So that's a little shady. But I totally understand not wanting to have one. But we had fun with that a couple of times. So fun. And Ashley here for the magic alarm. Always. I am so happy you guys get joy out of my alarm. It makes me so happy. And then I'll give you time to think about it, Sarah. But would you like to pick the next time?
Ooh, sure.
But I'll give you a chance to think about it. I didn't want to put you on the hot seat.
Okay, I'll make sure it's a good one.
Yes, good one. I was working on homework before you started writing. Awesome. Grace. 598 for Jackie. Awesome. 438 for Tessie. Yay. And Alexis is here. You have a bit. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I knew you said that she was in the hospital. I am so sorry.
Oh, well, we're here for you, Alexis. If you ever need anything, right, definitely reach out to us. You are in my thoughts for sure. You and your family. Nikki B got 310. Awesome. And everyone is saying they're so sorry for Alexis and her family. Can't find an extra. So I'm calling it. Oh, did I miss final word count? Lizzie, I think I missed your final word count because Autumn can't keep track of things because she's a mess, but if I missed it, just drop it again. I don't mind. CB got 413. Oh, never written. Oh, I've never.
This was in the 90K range.
Okay, Lizzie.
Wow.
You get it, girl. I'm really going to scrap it.
Oh
no.
Don't scrap it.
I don't scrap
it if you want to. Shelve it, but don't scrap it.
Right. Yeah, that's excellent. You can always come back to it later. And that is solid advice, Sarah. And I'm gonna piggyback off of that. When I outlined for Project Brina, if like I didn't like something, instead of like, like highlighting it and like backspacing, I would just like do like that little strike through. So like if I knew that the idea was there, and like let's just say like, oh, I didn't like it, so I scrapped it, and then like a week or two later, I was like, oh, that's a good idea, and I'm like, oh wait, I already thought of that and it didn't work. Okay, then no, we're gonna keep going.
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I would have just deleted it and like, wait, what was that before? I should have kept that. Yeah.
Yes. And I think once I finally start editing, I'm gonna have a doc that I'm gonna call like my word graveyard, where like if it doesn't fit, I'm just gonna put it in this other document.
That's so smart. Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm always like doing like a circle, like thinking of ideas and then taking some of them and then not wanting the other ones. And instead of them getting in the way of the story, just put them on a different document. That's what I was thinking of doing. I probably will. Yes, absolutely. I'm totally with CB. Since your grandmother passed. Yes, it is absolutely important to give yourself time to heal and to adjust, for sure. And FBI agent Sprinkle says that they have written a bit. Awesome. Outline a full story and then write the first draft. Awesome. Extra words. Okay, awesome. 5,132 for Lizzie. Awesome. Huh. Sarah, I'm like, well, I mean, I write fantasy. I feel like this would be more directed towards me. But of course, Sarah, if you have any advice.
I'm so bad at it anyway. You don't want my tips. I don't have good ones. I don't have any. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
The floor, is mine. Okay, so any tips for a magic system? Well, see, I'm kind of with Sarah. I'm not great on giving advice.
Yes.
I always go with the soft magic system because where it's kind of more loose, because I feel like I would spend too much time giving every single piece of something its own idea. I would lose track of the story. So I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of magic system you're going with. But I would definitely like look at which one and then figure out where exactly in your story, like you want it. Like, is it going to be like a very heavy magic system type story, or is it going to be kind of like here and there too? Like I don't know. I guess those are like the questions I ask myself, like when I'm thinking of my magic systems, like who does it? Where is it? When is it? What's the story behind it? How in depth is it going to be? Is it going to be objects? Is it going to be mind control? I guess that's where I would start with tips. I'm gonna awkwardly cancel that. And Sarah, did you think of a time?
Oh shoot, no. Let's say 19 minutes. Can I do seconds too?
Girl, all of
19 minutes and 52 seconds.
1952. That's a good one. If you were going to give me a good one, that was a good one.
Yes.
Yay. And I know that there's still a ton of comments. I apologize, but I know that we want to get some writing in because we are going to stop at the 2-hour mark. But we have 19 minutes and 52. Did you say 52 or 53?
52.
Okay. I was like, wait, was that right? Awesome. Yay. So 1952 for our next sprint. Happy writing, and we'll see you all soon. All right, Sarah, how'd you do?
So I switched to a beta reading project during that one. I've got 3 that need to be done by next Thursday. So I figured I finished one scene that I wanted to write in my story. So I figured since I finished that scene, I might as well hop over.
Yeah.
And I got to page 23. So
that's awesome.
They're spacing their paragraphs, like a paragraph indent, paragraph, like break, you know? So it's a bit blockier out. So that's probably why I'm going so fast. But I'm liking it so far. So yay.
Awesome. Yay. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that I love your shirt. I keep meaning to tell you, I love that.
Thanks.
That is so cute.
Actually, I made it, so.
Did you really?
Well, I kind of made it. Kind of. I designed the letters and then I had it printed onto a shirt.
I like it.
So, yeah, thank you. I'm doing okay, so for everybody who's here, you're getting the inside no. But I mean, I've talked about it and I posted it, but I haven't explicitly said that I am doing merch for stuff. So I'm going to be selling this and then a few other things as well. So, yeah.
Yay! Oh my gosh, Sarah, that is awesome.
I'm so excited. That's one of my super secret projects that I've been talking about is this. I'm not sure when to announce it because I just don't know. So this is up and running right now, but I have just not said anything because I mean, it's not like I'm losing money from it. I just uploaded this design and if anybody purchases, that's cool. So I haven't said anything about it. So
it's adorable. Yeah. I love it. I love it so much.
I said in a vlog, my boyfriend is my Word doc. And then I'm like, okay, is Word doc trademarked? I don't want to get in trouble. So I just went safe and said laptop.
Way to play it safe.
Yeah. We don't want to get sued by Microsoft.
No, absolutely not. We don't need that negativity in our lives.
Gosh, no.
So I tried to keep my place, but I felt like this was important for us to maybe touch on. I don't have experience yet, but I could share what I plan to do. But I feel like if Sarah, you want to answer this question, I feel like this would be a good one for you.
Yeah. So, I don't use alpha readers. I always forget what the difference is. Isn't an alpha reader somebody who's reading it as you go? Is that no? There's one that's somewhere somebody reads it as you write it. I thought that was. Or is that a critique partner? I have no idea. It doesn't matter really. I use beta readers. So what I do is I have a kind of mainstreamed process. I don't kind of take out the nitty-gritty stuff. So I'll write my draft 1 and then I'll let it sit. And then typically my first drafts, they're typically clean enough that one more read through and change everything I want to change. So fix all of that and then make sure all the plot holes are connected and stuff and make sure it's I've got as much as I want changed. But by that point, which is draft 2, I am so sick of looking at my novel because I know something's wrong, but I can't see it, but I just know it's there. So usually around draft 2, I send it out. But I know a lot of people count drafts differently than I do. People have 6 drafts, But I kind of just, whenever I'm working on one edit, if I read the document multiple times and go through changes, that's still draft 2 in my opinion because I don't know, I count it weird. But I think when you're happy with with what you've got, then but sometimes with me, I just need I know it's bad or I know it's rough, I should say. And I just need an extra set of eyes to tell me what works and what doesn't, because then you can go from there. Do you know what I mean? But I would say for me, it's draft 2, after draft 2.
Yeah, that's an awesome answer. I think that's awesome advice. And hopefully Charlotte is still here to hear your response, because I think that's awesome. I'm not entirely sure what the difference between alphas and betas. I always thought that alphas were like other writers
Yeah.
that wrote your work. And then beta readers were strictly like just like readers, like they didn't write.
Right.
But I'm not 100% sure. So totally don't quote me on that. And then like critique partners, aren't those people if like you're not really sure about things? Maybe that's the one like you that kind of read it as you go. Maybe. I was gonna say, I'm not entirely sure. I just know I've got a few friends that are AuthorTube friends that I am critique partners with. So I don't think they've given me any of their work yet. But I feel like once I get to a point where I'm like, I want someone to just read this, couple of pages,
Right.
and see if like this makes sense. But what I plan to do, so I always start with a draft 0, and that's just throw up on the page after the outline. So it's totally unreadable. It does not make sense to anybody. I'm sure it wouldn't make sense to anybody else but me. And then my ideas and my plans, because I've never edited anything 50,000 plus words before. So my plan is to let it sit like how you let yours sit for a little bit, and then when I finally go back to reread my draft 0, what I plan to do is just read it. Like, I'm not going to edit quite yet, but if there are things that I don't like or things that don't make sense, I'm going to journal it, like document it and write down like, okay, this doesn't make sense, or clarify this is a plot hole. And then do a rewrite, I guess technically is what it would be called. And then just like repeat that until I feel like I've done everything I can do.
Yeah.
And like you said, like another set of eyes at this point. And I think the second, third, fourth, 10th pair of eyes that need to be on certain things, at least for my stories, are like fight scenes and things like that, since it's fantasy and there's magic, because I want that to make sense. It might make sense to me, but I mean, I might see him, waving his wand or whatever, and then someone else is like, what is he doing?
Right, exactly.
So that's, I don't know if that answered your question, Charlotte. I think Sarah's answer was much better than mine, because
no, I was thinking your answer was much better than mine.
I was going to say, but you've lived it. I'm speaking theoretically.
Yours is, well, and I was thinking as you were talking, I remembered that, like telling the perfect lie, I have rewritten 3 times. So I guess that would have been draft 3, the final one that I had rewritten. But in my head, I've been always calling it draft 1. So I count my drafts strangely. So I guess don't go off of me. If you're not feeling ready by draft 2, don't do it.
Right.
Because everybody has different versions of drafts. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then what I plan to do is, I'm not worried about like commas and punctuation. Like, I'm worried about content at first. Right. And then as I think my content is as best as it can be, and I've had people read it and give me feedback, and I'm like, all right, now I'm going to go through and find all the mistakes.
Right.
But I feel like that should be last. But I don't know. That's probably crap advice. But that's what I plan on doing.
No, that sounds great. Yeah.
But, no one ever sticks to a plan because life happens.
Oh my gosh, I know. Every single time I tell myself, okay, you're going to read through this manuscript before you edit, like you had said. I have it printed out and I freaking never looked at it. I don't know I think it's like the outline kind of phase of me. Like, I don't have the patience to just sit, but I did it once. I read through it once, and it was so beneficial because you're reading it. So you're absorbing the content first and you're making notes. You're not like jumping into fix it mode. You're reading it as a reader first, and it's so helpful. But I think I just didn't have the patience for it this time.
Yes, and I think it's Natalia Lee that says that she does that. It's a bigger author tuber that says that they do that too. Like, once they finish their draft, they will literally read the entire thing and not touch it. Like, no pen ready to go on the page. Like, they just read it, and then if they feel like that something needs to be edited or tweaked, then they like kind of like jot it on the side. And I think it was Natalia Lee, but I might be wrong. So. But yeah, that's the plan for me. But Sarah has lived it.
Oh man, it's a fun process. It's not bad. It's just nerve-wracking.
Oh, I'm sure. And I think everybody is different. I know some people love the editing process, but then some people despise it and they're like, I'm still editing. So, I mean, and I guess maybe it depends on how far along your story is too. Like, I'm sure probably the first few times it's horrendous, but then the more you review your drafts, it's like, oh yeah, this is great. I did good. Right. Oh, one plot hole. Okay, no big deal. Not 7.
Right, exactly.
But I do think it's all personal and how you like things. So
yeah.
And I will say that CV says that they don't edit, but they wish they knew how to edit. And I thought it was funny because then Charlotte said, that's a move I totally relate. And you are welcome, Alexis, of course. Daily count. Oh, cool.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember I took a break once, like, and plus in the beginning, like the first week that I did this break, I was so strict with myself. I'm like, do not open a Word doc. And then after the second week, I'm like, okay, I can write if I feel like I want to.
Yeah.
But I remember before, I felt like, it just like, I don't know. I think I said in my vlog, like, when I always joke that writing keeps me sane, but then when I'm not writing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think it really does keep me sane. I feel crazy.
Yes. And yes. That comment right there, it had like writing, people just don't understand that writing or just putting words on a page can really change a whole lot.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's healthy. I think it's great for mental health. So I'm all for it.
Yes.
I feel that because I know every time like I don't, work on an outline or something for a really long time, I like crave it. And then once I'm there, I'm like, oh, it's so therapeutic. I love it.
I was excited though. Well, because I really took my break because I had 2 weeks, before Nano. And I'm like, I don't want to start a new project before Nano. Like, because if I start it now, what am I going to work on for Nano? Yes. And so I'm like, well, I guess it's a good time for a break. So it just kind of worked out. So that's how I knew too.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that that's really wise too, to take a break before Nano, because we're all gonna like be hitting the ground running so hard for Nano. So I think the break is great.
Yeah, especially because I'm trying to do 50K in the first week of Nano, so really needed that rest.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, oh my goodness, you got this.
We'll see. Fingers crossed. My confidence is like,
you got this. Especially after your break, you're gonna be so ready.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit the ground running.
Yes, strong. Oh, how cool, Lizzie. That's cool. Let's see. Yes, that's a great question. So since I'm doing like the blocks, I usually do a sentence or two-ish, if you call them sentences, or more of just kind of like, I want this to happen in this scene. And then at the bottom, after I have like the whole grid, at the bottom, I'll have notes of things that I want to happen throughout the book. But maybe I'm not really sure where exactly they'll tie in the blocks. So that's how I do it, but it's not super detailed. It's just enough to move the story. Like, I don't have subplots or anything like that. I just have like the main story because I want everything else to like create itself.
Yeah. Oh, I love that so much.
I'm super excited, and I'm so ready for like the characters to just like tell me how they want to be, because zero character outlining. Like I know how I want the main character to be, and I want it to be a very character driven story, but I want them to show me and to like tell me which way they want to go. So
Right.
it'd be interesting. I mean, I know how it's going to start and end, so ultimately I'm directing them, but still they're going to guide the story too. So
Right. Yeah.
so excited. Let's see. All right, Caitlin. Hello, hello. So happy you are here. And Yaza, yay. Happy to see you too. Sparkle, yes. What is it? Is it Special Agent? Special FBI Agent Sparkle. We're glad to have you here too. Okay, this was the final word count for Lizzie.
Oh, nice.
98,643. That is insane. Oh my goodness. Yes, that is awesome. Let me see their power, energy. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I agree. I feel like that's one thing. Like, if you do write magic, I like limitations. Because like, if there's no limitations, then like the possibilities are endless.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
And that just doesn't, I don't know, that just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, you said thank you. I'm sure that was horrible advice that I gave you earlier. And then we are going to end the stream. Sarah?
Cool. I was gonna say I can go for a little bit longer because I'm out in my shed right now. My parents went to go get some food and they locked the house and I don't have a key. So I can go for a little bit longer than 11.
Okay.
We can go through the comments. I'm totally fine.
Okay, great. I was going to say, so if anyone wants to start suggesting times, we'll make it to the bottom eventually.
Yeah, for real.
I don't think I've made it to the bottom of the comments once, which I hate doing because I love seeing what everybody has to say.
Yes.
But I'm like, I just get to talking. And then every time I have a co-host, I get so excited about like what we're talking about. And then I'm like, I'm trying to do both, but sometimes both doesn't work, but we're here to sprint.
No kidding. I was with Sara on Zara's stream. She does such a great job at keeping like on one track. I'm like, I wish I had that ability. I get out on so many tangents, I swear.
And I just feel like it's because like the last time we talked like face to face was in our last live stream, and I'm like, so much that I want to like say to Sarah and like for us to talk about. So I'm like, I get so caught up in like talking to you and then all my other co-hosts too, because we're other two friends, but like I wish I talked to him more. And then it's like, oh, it's been an hour and a half and we've done
Exactly.
But hopefully that'll change. Yeah. Okay. I definitely agree. I like when they do have the limitations. Fortnite. Oh, I guess we've got some Fortnite playing going on. That's cool. Mine have half powers. Ooh, more modern fantasy. I like that. Went up by 37.
That happens sometimes. I've noticed that before.
Huh. Interesting. I don't get that, but okay.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
No. And Lizzie has left us. Goodbye, Lizzie. Have a great night. Yes. We are wonderful. Like, we say we're strange, but we know we're strange. So, embrace it. Okay, let me see. Let me see where we are. Okay, here we go. I think we're almost halfway caught up.
Woo!
Coming up with a new story. Ooh, yes, I agree. Playing it out. Let's see where this goes. That's a start, though. With a siren, it's a start. And Grace has one homework question left before she can start writing. Yay! It's interesting. It is. I like it. Ashley got 369. Awesome, awesome. 620 for Jackie. And she hit 25,000 words.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations. 315. Close my eyes. I feel everything relax for the first time. Forever. I like it. Peace. That's how I read that, as just peace. And hello, Mercer. How are you doing? It is such a cute sweater.
Thank you.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's see. I got 100 words. Now you've outlined 42 scenes. Awesome. Good job, Nikki.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Maybe, we might get clarification. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. I would never have an alpha reader.
I was going to say, nope. Okay. If that's not what I thought they were, but.
Nope. Yeah, I didn't know.
I had heard the two terms, but I had only, for the longest time, I only knew of, beta readers. And then someone said something about alpha readers. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Well, I heard beta readers were more of the reader, too. I've heard that. I think, was it Sara that told me that? I think.
It could be.
But I'm sure, too, it's one of those things that kind of just different. It's different for every, again, I mean.
Yeah, right. For sure.
However you want to interpret it.
I think so. 670 for CB. Awesome.
I thought I was rambling, so I'm glad you found it a little helpful.
Yes. Yes. Oh, 670 left for CB.
Oh.
Right. You're so close. Okay. That's a good way to put it. I don't know if I would have my close friends read it. I mean, first of all, I don't have a lot of close friends, but maybe my writer friends. So I guess my alpha readers would be my writer friends.
Right.
Interesting.
I don't know if I'd ever let anybody read my rough drafts. I don't think I could.
Right. I just feel like it would just be judgy.
Right.
And I hate that word, but I feel like it would be hard to not, because it's usually draft zeros or your first few kind of drafts are a little rocky. So I feel like it would be hard for them to concentrate because they don't know what's happening.
Right. Yeah, I feel like whenever I write my first draft, even if I'm in the middle of my first draft, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's a change I need to make for the next draft. So I'm already thinking of draft 2. So I don't know. I wouldn't give it, there's so much gets changed from the draft 1 or draft 0 to the next one. So
right. And then, like you said earlier, is drafts are kind of different for everybody. So
yeah.
And then that's what Ashley said. She says that's what she does, which that's awesome. That's actually great. That works. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed both of our responses.
Oh, no fun.
It's the worst. Oh, okay. Bye, Tessie. And you got 1K. That's awesome.
Yay.
Thank you so much for popping in.
That's so fun.
It does sound super fun. And maybe it's Kate Kavanaugh that does that. I'm not entirely sure. But I think that was going back to what I was talking about earlier.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think that's maybe, who knows? We've gone through a lot of topics tonight.
We really have.
It's hard to keep them all straight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. But she is great. She's lovely. A new fan fiction. Ooh. That's awesome. I love that. It's going to be weird this year. Oh no, what's going to make it weird? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to print mine out. I think that's going to be just easier for me so I can like have it in my hand versus like it being on the computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I'm going to do.
I do think Kate does print them and buy them. I feel like I've seen her talk about it in her videos.
Okay. I'm like, I can't remember who it was.
But yeah, I'm sure it's a common practice too.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. She just probably vlogs it more. And 86 words for autumn. Awesome. Writing and playing Fortnite.
Nice.
31:13. Ooh, I like that time. I don't see any other times. So, did we want to do 31 minutes and 13 seconds? We could make that like the last one.
Sure.
Okay. I'll speed through these last few comments because it doesn't look like there's too many. And for once in like the last few streams, I finally caught up on all the comments. It's a rare moment right now. I'm hungry, but I don't know what's the struggle. I get that, Grace. Oh my gosh, 47,387. Oh my gosh.
You're getting so close.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Yes, you are so close. You got this. I need y'all's help. Ooh. I mean, if you're writing the story, they can have ghosts if you want them to.
That's what I was thinking. They could. Who says they don't?
Right? I've never seen it.
I used to read the books.
Ooh.
There's I think that's the same thing. There was a ton of books, Heartland books. I used to read them when I was little. I don't remember a thing about them except they had horses.
Like ghost sirens.
Fun. I swear, that's a good idea.
It is. It's very unique. 4:57.
Nice.
Totally do it. Danny, hello. You got home from work. Well, I don't know if you're going to be staying and writing, but we're about to do a 31-minute and 13-second sprint. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like tech can be sketchy. And plus, if anything ever to ever happen, you have something to go back on.
Right.
If you don't back up your work, which everybody back up your work right now.
Yes. Now that we're thinking about it, it is easier. And I feel like I want to do it that way because then kind of like a little bit of what CB was sort of saying about not trusting technology, but also like I can go to other places. CB didn't say that, but they said library, so it made me think of that. Mm-hmm. Where like I could go like sit outside or go to the park, or I don't think the libraries or anything are open or the cafes, but I can just sit at like a cafe or something one day.
Right. One thing that I love doing is putting the manuscript on my phone, like downloading it as a PDF and then opening it up on my phone. It's so nice to read it that way too, because then it feels like like an actual book. I usually do that when I'm closer to the end though. But yeah, just see it in different forms, you know?
Definitely. That's a great idea too. I like that.
I have not.
Me neither. Ooh, awesome.
Very fun.
Yay. We are all caught up on this. That makes me so happy. But we are going to do Ashley's 31:13 for the final sprint. So I know we only did 3, but 31 is kind of a long sprint. So
yes.
I feel like that could be too. I'm totally fine with it because I love longer sprints because I get into it and then like I always start getting into everything as soon as like I've got like 10 minutes or like 2 minutes left. And then I'm like, oh,
Right.
wow.
Yes. And I'm reading. So whenever there's longer sprints, it's so nice to just read for those. So
Yes, for sure. Well, this will be our final sprint of the night. We have 31 minutes and 13 seconds. Happy sprinting, and we'll see you all soon. Yay. Yay! So, how are we 31 minutes and 13 seconds later?
Tired.
I know. I kept looking at the timer. I was like, oh, maybe this was a bad idea. So, how'd you do?
I got to page 63, which was a lot. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Sarah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That is insane. Oh my gosh. I wish I could read that fast. If I could read that fast, there's so much I could accomplish in my life, but it takes me 6 months to read 300 pages.
I don't know why I read so fast. Like, I blew through Midnight Sun in a day, and that's like 600 pages.
That is insane. You're a wild woman. Completely wild. Wow. Awesome.
How'd you do? How's your outlining coming?
I finished outlining book 2.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
Girl, this is insane. Like, so now I have book 3, and I'm like, I love book 3, like the idea that I have for it so much.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so I hate books and movies that like hype up like, the ultimate baddie, and then like they get defeated in like a chapter or two, and you're like, what was this garbage? Like, what is this? So I'm super excited because pretty much all of book 3 is going to be taking down whoever this bad person is. And like, I'm so excited because it's like all of the action, like it's all actiony, but it's like all of it, like, and I'm just so excited to like finally be here. And I'm like, yay.
That's so beyond exciting.
Oh
my gosh.
And I can't not tell you, but I'm going to tell you how it ends when we're backstage.
Yes. Yes.
Because I just have to tell you, like, but yeah, so I'm super excited for this. And then I just want to know your ways of how you write or how you read 65 pages in like one sitting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, my eyes are killing me for one.
Oh gosh. So let me see. I did see Ashley say that she likes long sprints. I am all for long sprints. I love them so much. But I know some people don't normally like longer sprints, so I do understand that too. So, but I'm always up for a long sprint. So, yay. And Amara made it to the final sprint in spirit, wrestling the twins into bed. Love it. 574 for Aubrey for another short story. You're less than 1,000 words away from 10K. Oh my gosh. You're so
That's amazing.
And Haley has joined us. Hello, hello. Our night is going well. I mean, my night, I'm sorry. I don't for Sarah, but my night is going well. We are wrapping up, but I'm so happy you were able to stop by. There you go. Oh yeah, I love using Pinterest. Pinterest is great.
For sure.
That's awesome. Yes. And Haley agrees. Yes. Stephanie has popped in. Hello. So happy to see you. It's been a while. Definitely. No problem, Grace. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, I think this was for Sarah saying wow. If not, it should.
It's a good book too. And plus with the ones when there's like a page of dialogue, when you're skipping a line, it goes by really fast too.
Yeah, that's true. And I do kind of agree with Special FBI Agent Sparkle on reading more college material. And I think that's my problem. Well, I'm out of college. I've been graduated for a while now, but I think that's why I'm so slow at reading, is because like when I was in college, it was so scientific that like I had to take my time and read it. And then plus I just think I'm a slow reader. But I think it's just sucked all the life out of my reading.
I totally get that.
So, but I do agree that college material probably ruined a lot of my reading. 817 for CV. Read a couple and laugh myself. I like that. That's fun. 1318. Oh my gosh. 2,536 words for the sprint or the stream.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Teach us her ways. Yes. Unbelievable for sure. Yes. Thank you. That's actually not this story, but like the story I'm doing for Nano, but that is one of my story ideas that you don't find out until the end that you've been following the bad person the entire time.
Love it. Misdirection.
I love it so much. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
That's cute.
Oh, you're getting so close.
You are so close, CB. I said cute. I apologize because I liked the way you described her lower lip wobbled slightly. And I was like, that's cute. But I was like, it's not really like a cute thing. But I liked how that was described.
Yeah, for sure.
That is insane. I'm not sure if you're going to continue to write, CB, but you are so close. I say just finish it out for sure.
For sure.
Some stuff in your notebook. Awesome.
Yay.
Yes. I thought the wow was for Sarah. It's incredible. And then Jackie's word count is incredible.
For sure. Oh my gosh.
That's insane. Awesome. Well, Sarah, I am all caught up on the comments, but is there anything that you would like to add to the stream before we close out for the night?
I'm going to do a little bit of self-promo here. If you guys haven't heard, I have a Halloween book out right now. It just came out. It's a fall romance. It's called If the Broom Fits. It's on Amazon. We hit 40 reviews today, which is insane.
It just came out like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, and I think why it has so many reviews is because it's short, so people are reading it faster, than a normal book that would take them. And I used a little bit more ARC readers this time. So yeah, we're at 40.
That is awesome, Sarah.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to check it out, thanks.
Okay, self-promotion. No, you did great. And Sarah is linked in my description box. So if you're not subscribed to her, definitely go check her out because she actually published 3 books this year. So if you have not or never heard of Sarah, you should totally go check her out and purchase 1, 2, or 3 of her books and give her support because she is awesome and wonderful and she's a great person and everybody should love Sarah.
Oh my goodness.
You're so sweet. Well, she's so genuine and you deserve all the goodness in the world and so much more. But
You make my heart happy.
Of course. Anytime. I'm always here to boost up our AuthorTube friends. That's what it's all about. Yes. Well, that is everything that we have for Sarah and I stream. I hope that you all had an awesome night. I'm actually going to be live streaming on BrookWrites channel tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to check us out, please do. That's going to be over on her channel. And then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be live streaming with Sarah Lubratt. And that'll be on my channel.
You have so many live streams tomorrow.
It's a Sarah-filled weekend. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I had all of like, well, not all, but a lot of like all of my AuthorTube friends, majority of my AuthorTube friends all in one weekend. And I was so happy. Because like I had Helene and Maddie in the morning. I had you tonight. I have Brooke and the other Sarah tomorrow. And on Friday, I had Bree. Like,
oh my gosh.
I was just missing like 3 of my people.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yes, but yeah, so that's what Autumn will be doing tomorrow. You know, if anyone was curious as to what I was doing tomorrow, I'll do what I'm doing. Yeah, so that is everything for Sarah and I, but I want to thank everybody so much for coming out and writing with us. We had such a great time. Well, I had such a great time. It's always a pleasure,